I do the Humpty Hump. Just watch me do the Humpty Hump. You're really funny looking. That's why, because I get things cooking. Guys, my clap right now is feeling super awkward. I'm really like out of practice. I haven't given anybody any high fives in almost a year. I'm just feeling reckless right now with my hands. I don't know how to do it.
That's why I just make sure I always high five Oliver after sex, just to make sure I keep that muscle worked out.
Good call, producer Shelley.
That's a good way. Yeah.
He gets a high five after you guys do it. That's pretty awesome.
Right? It's just like, yeah, we did. Anyways, welcome to Wednesday.
Hey,
me and Natalie have like a Super Bowl dance we do. It's kind of like but we like get in the end zone, we find the camera, and then we start. You know how they do now in football. So
can you move back from the shot and do an example of what that would look like?
No, I can't.
Awesome.
I cannot.
Awesome.
I should. All right. So we're on today so that we can try to encourage Tati to start her adventure as a viral superstar on TikTok. However, you will hear from Tati yourself a really good reason as to why she doesn't want to do that.
Oh, it's a really good reason.
It's a really good reason. It brings me over. So we're going to talk about that coming up. But how's everybody doing today? Let's get some comments going. Let's check in with some of our stream mates. I'll jump on the air right here. Tell everybody we're on. People say you look like MC Hammer on crack, Humpty. That's all right, because my body's in motion. I should give my son that roast. Oh my gosh, I didn't tell you guys. So the other day for the Super Bowl, when my son brought a couple of his buddies from down the street over to the house for the very first time ever, they did a little something I like to call crank call girls the entire time on their iPad. And hearing three boys talk to a girl on FaceTime at the same time and then trying to roast each other. Oh my God. So funny. All right. Yay!
Hey. Yeah.
Half Mexicans.
Hey, do the Humpty Hump.
Mm-hmm.
Did he say Filipinos? Filipinos do the Humpty Hump.
11% Greek, thanks to my DNA results. Hey. Oh, that doesn't flow the same way. It's Star 94.1, Jesse and Tati. We are on our live stream. If you actually want to see us doing this radio show live, go to jesseandtati.com. We just fired up our live stream, which we're going to talk about some interesting stuff, including Tati becoming a TikTok viral star. So jump on our stream really quick.
Slow it down, okay?
I know you hate the hype, but this time I think you deserve it. Hey, I wanted to play you guys, since we're wrapping up the 90s at 9 right there. And we do it every single morning on Star. We really celebrate the 90s at 9 o'clock. I wanted to give you another piece of 1990s Jeff Bezos, which is, why do I keep giving his name a little bit of Hispanic?
I don't know.
Well, isn't it? What is he?
Jeff Bezos.
I
don't know why.
Maybe.
Stop it.
It's
Leave me alone.
His name means kisses, doesn't it? Like Bezos.
Listen to this supercut that someone got. It could be. This is a supercut of Jeff Bezos laughing. And every time he got a little bit richer, his laugh got a little bit more sinister. This is him over the years, starting in 1997.
Whoa.
He's getting older. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
This is older Jeff. Oh, he's getting real old now, guys.
Wow. Oh, wow.
I can listen.
Full-blown Jafar on us. Wait, what?
Oh, I'm putting this video up. Go to Facebook, search Jesse and Tati. I'm going to put that video up so you can watch it. It's so hilarious.
Dude.
All right, hang out too. We're going to play Adele next and Panic at the Disco coming out. I'm going to put that up really quick.
Hey, Logan's in Florida. Hey, Logan in Florida.
Hey, what's up, friends? What's new? What's going down? All the Filipinos in the house.
Hey, Don. All the Filipinos are doing the hump.
Hey, this t-shirt I'm wearing is at least 20.
And she said that she makes some of the best lumpia.
Ooh, that's who makes the best lumpia. See what we're talking about right now? Our live web stream is going on right now. Tati.com. Right now, you can see us.
Okay, you were saying, Shelly?
So Dawn sent me a picture. She is half Filipino herself and loves to make lumpia. So
you're gonna get her all set up?
Because you like to make lumpia because
next time I come to Portland, I can come over and she'll make me lumpia.
Oh, she's all the way to Portland.
I have to go all the way to Portland to get lumpia, Tati.
Man. That's dedication, Shelly. I mean, if only you had half Filipino friends that were like so close.
That's what I'm saying. But you know, it's all right. Willing to travel for my stomach.
Willing to travel.
Hey, Shelly, I actually happen to be half Filipino and we're friends. I just realized that right now. So you should come over and in my garage, very COVID-19 like, so that the neighbors aren't weirdos. You should roll with me. We should roll them up. It's like rolling up a fatter.
Okay.
Bleezy?
You should come over and come to my garage and open up one of the refrigerators that's in my garage, and you'll find them in the freezer.
Well,
what you were gonna say.
Well,
no, wait, hold on. Let me make sure I'm getting this right. So when you're doing your lumpia factory, you transport all said items and goods into the garage for the final stage?
Well,
it's like a process, like tamales, right?
It's not as I feel like tamales are a little more, a little harder. Lumpias are not that hard. It's just that it requires all your fingers.
Oh, yeah, because you're rolling it real tight. You need to have good fingertips.
Are you missing a digit that we don't know about?
Yeah.
What?
No.
How have we gone this long and didn't know that you only had 8 fingers?
God, oh my gosh, I totally forgot to tell you guys. When I went to my grandfather's funeral, I swear this is not sad. It's not sad. Okay. I went to my grandfather's funeral. Not only does he have Anthony Robbins hands, like they're like big, like a bunch of bananas. My grandfather has the biggest, hugest hands ever, but he's missing the 4th. So he was in his coffin with his hands like this, and it was like that. He had 9.
What's the story? Did you ever ask your dad what happened?
So apparently it was I think it was like a sporting accident, like when he used to play sports back when he was younger. I thought it was like the war because we went to, Korea and all these like Vietnam, but it wasn't the war. It was like he was doing something. It was like a sporting accident or something.
Dang, and he was missing his finger. I just had a friend of mine. He owns a construction company, and one of his workers cut the tip of his finger off installing a window, and it was such a clean cut that there was no reason to reconnect it or anything because it was just gone. It was just gone. Bone and everything from the knuckle.
Dude. I feel like when you're missing a digit and like, if you're a small person and you're like if Natalie, your wife was missing a digit, no one would notice. Because she has small hands.
Yep, it's so true.
When you're a dude and you got big ass hands and you're missing a digit, it's like, whoa, that's so rad. Like it's party favor for days. I feel like I would always be like showing that off.
I agree. Like if I was Kawhi Leonard, who has what I have heard are some of the biggest hands in professional sports, I would be showing those off everywhere. I would be holding everything. Like, give me your baby, watch. Put your baby in my hand. Watch this.
Yeah. I would be high-fouring everybody. Like, fuck a high five.
High-fouring everybody. All right, so tell everybody why you don't want to do a TikTok video. And we love watching you on your social media stuff. I think you're hilarious when you're in your car, you're doing all your stuff, but you have a really good reason why you don't want to do TikTok.
It's a great reason. Think about it, okay? Really think about it. Who went viral recently and all he did was drink cranberry juice on his skateboard?
You're talking about Dogface?
Dogface. And like now you look at him and he is like constantly having to feed that page of his, right? I feel like I'm gonna do a TikTok with my tsunami, right? And I'm gonna be like, this is what I've wanted to do my whole life. Just
wait, hold on a second. Pause. What's your tsunami again? What's that product that you wanted your husband to buy you?
it's a silicone funnel looking thing that you put right over the vagina, and then you can just like pee while standing. And it's like,
So right off the bat, I feel like my mind would be blown. I would totally click on the TikTok video that said, this girl about to pee like a guy. I would click on that immediately.
like, hey guys, I want to show you my silicone vagina that actually helps me be a dude. Like,
Okay,
what?
so anyways, so sorry. So back to so you don't want to get on TikTok with that on, because why?
Well, obviously everybody would click on it. I would go viral. And then what happens once you go viral? You have to feed the need for the content. Like, it's
True.
like, let's see more. What you got today? What else what other body part can you silicone and do man things with? Like,
Right.
it's kind of like, oh, this is your niche now. So what's your niche? Because now you
There
have
will be an expectation. You will be the creative P chick, and that everyone will now need to know what's going on with her. Yep.
it's just and I don't like pressure, so it's just one of those things where I like to just live.
And you don't like hype either. So it's
No.
like once the hype is around you, then you're like, oh, and then you're going to be bummed because this product that you bought that you were super excited about, you no longer want to use because it's attached to the hype that came with the viral video.
Mm-hmm.
Every time we find something viral, what do? Oh, did you guys see that guy who was like on the thing and like he was listening to, and he like revamped the whole career of like Fleetwood Mac and blah blah blah. And then you go to the video and you're like, oh wow, everybody likes this. This is what it was like.
And it's okay. It never lives up to the hype. And then, like you say, the more important thing is, though, what about his next video after riding on the skateboard drinking the cranberries? There's no way the next one's good, but way too much thought went into the next one because now he's in his head.
Well, here's the thing, Jesse. Didn't you want more skateboarding videos with songs that you know and love that you haven't heard in a long time? Weren't you like almost like, that's kind of what I liked about that, was that he was so carefree, getting off the freeway. There weren't very many like videos like that anymore, so he didn't even feed the need at that point.
It's so true. He didn't even just keep giving us more. Like, he could have done 10 different of my favorite songs. If he would have done Tracy Chapman Fast Cars on his skateboard, drinking a Capri Sun, all I'm saying, not the same video, but man, that felt similar. I'm right there with you, Tati.
So I don't know. I just feel like my tsunami would go center stage, and then now it's like, I don't know.
I'm telling you.
I would follow it up with my my suitcase shitter. I would definitely follow.
Oh yes, your suitcase shitter that you decided that you wanted your husband to try to find you at the REI camping store.
Yeah. Like, cool.
Was it really like a thing, and it was like a suitcase connected to it type of thing?
It was like if you Google it, you find it. Like it's like a potty, like almost like the little kids' potties when they first learn how to potty, and it's like, you can fold it up into a suitcase, so you can take it with you on road trips or camping trips, or if you're in an RV and obviously there's like 5 of you and like everyone's gonna be fighting for the one bathroom in that thing. You know what I mean? So now you've got, like,
okay, so did your dad, and Shelly, I'm gonna ask this for you too. Did either of you have the kind of dad that would absolutely stop on a road trip and pee on the side of the road?
Dad, no. Mom, yes.
Mom, yes?
Yes. And she took me with her once, and she's like, it's okay. Just cop a squat here, cop a squat here. And I was like 8, I think. Cop a squat. We're like in the woods and like off the road, because this is when we lived in Northern California. And we looked over. No, we were right next to a logging road, and there's these 3 loggers just standing there. And that was the last time I peed in public. Remember, I have an issue with peeing in public?
Yes.
I got what? Because there was.
Oh my gosh, really?
Oh yeah, my mom and I, it's a good laugh between she and I.
I've got so many public peeing and pooping stories that maybe that's what my TikTok needs to be. Recreations of all the public peeing and pooing I've ever done.
Yep. It'll just be your page could be called "This One Time I Pooped." And every single video is just about a different.
Yeah, that's why I like Shelly's mom, because I feel like Shelly's mom and I are like the same person, and all my kids are going to turn out like Shelly. And you know what? I'm happy about that.
You know what's funny about
Shelly is more dialed than you and I, Jesse. And I'm like, if my kids are like Shelly,
I don't know about that, but
you're very 2021, Shelly. You are something to strive to be. I agree. You make good decisions as an adult. Tati and I are the latter.
Those decisions that made you become adults happened earlier than before you were expecting anything in your life. You know what I mean?
No, but
we're just blowing in the wind over here, and you're like making sound decisions.
Yes, we're kind of trying to take your lead. I don't know if you've noticed
I have
this.
a lot of examples.
Trying to.
I don't know if you guys have figured that out.
Oh, not my finest moment could be the name of your page, Tati. I like that, Dawn. That's good.
Ooh, not my finest moment. That would be my entire life 24/7. I'm breathing and living it all the time.
Thank you, Jared. Thanks, Jared. That's really sweet.
What did Jared say?
I know. He missed our conversations about pooping.
Oh.
You missed him.
It always comes back.
Shell, are we firing up the LPC coming up here?
I actually am just wrapping up the final edits on it right now.
Perfect. Kelly Clarkson was being very honest about how co-parenting sucks for her because she hates her ex. And I thought that was interesting. Maybe we could bring up a what is the secret to co-parenting topic over the next couple of days. My secret to co-parenting was having a new wife who is willing to deal with all of the ins and outs of the old. That was my secret. Natalie has a complete relationship with my daughter's mom, and I pretty much don't.
Oh my gosh. That is so funny. The secret is re-up.
Yeah. The secret is get with the right person the next time. Because if you're with the right person that next time, they can fix everything. They can help you.
That secret ingredient.
Shelly, that's our moment right there. Write that down right there. That's our moment right there. So what are we? 1748?
Absolutely.
1748.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I think I remember.
So just so everyone knows, this is I'm not doing this right. This is can you see that? This is called an instant eye lift, and it's by I don't know who Trish McAvoy is, but that's Trish McAvoy. Okay.
Yeah, TM. I love her.
I love her.
I actually know of Trish McAvoy. I know it.
You?
I worked at Nordstrom, and I worked right by the Mac counter, and I feel like I got a pretty good education on things.
So this is supposed to be the instant eye lift, guys. Okay?
The Mac counter was the Reddit of the early 2000s. Like, it was the coolest place ever. You couldn't break through, and
I want to be free. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Mac counter was where it was at.
Star 94.1. Jesse and Tati in the morning, and don't forget, we got our blog fired up whenever you're looking for some stuff that's going on in the world. Tati does a great job of blogging for our show. And do you want to tell them about it? I know that I saw the one yesterday. It was my hack on how to show up to work ready to rock with the most perfect outfit and what that has to do. Thank you for posting that blog yesterday.
What to wear to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just want to see that SNL Zillow ad that they're being sued for, that's there as well.
That is one of the funniest commercials. Yes.
And I know that it hasn't left you that this is February, the month that everyone has Black History. So listen, if you haven't heard of the Civil Rights Trail, you're going to want to see that on the blog too. We got it all, guys.
Mm-hmm. Star941fm.com. You can go there right now. Nice.
Okay.
Mel, you make me happy because you connect with our stream mates and you're really making us feel like a community. I'm very jealous of my wife. She has built a great community of women at her studio bar, and I'm really ready for the same kind of thing. Okay? Anyone wonder if Jesse's mother is watching?
Well, if she isn't, my mother always is.
Do you guys want to know? Do you know why my mom does not watch me or listen to me? I know why. She's told me. She is afraid I'm going to mess up. And she does not want to hear me mess up because it will ruin her day.
Wow.
I'm like, okay. I like that.
That's sweet.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense. I don't know. But then again, I do just throw random information about her and say things out loud, and maybe that stuff sucks too. So I don't really know.
It's her mama bear.
Do you think that's what it is? Yeah. She's just like, I can't do it. She's like, I'm nervous for you. Whenever I see you on TV or something like that, the whole time I'm just like nervous for you, and I can't even enjoy what you're doing because I'm just like nervous for you.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
He said, "That's sweet."
That's sweet. It is.
Or a really good excuse to not support your son.
Let's not read it.
She's got cats now, and once a chick gets cats, she's super busy all the time.
Yeah. She's got her 2 cats, and trust me, dude. She came over to our house recently, and I had enough of the cat pictures on her iPad that she was going through and showing me. So I like got up and was like, I'll be back, Mom. I need to go in the garage for something. I just like needed to check out. And I come back in the room. She has moved on to my wife, and then she is still going through cat pictures on her iPad. Like 20 minutes later, I'm like doing something else. I'm messing around. I realize she has moved on to my son. She's showing him cat pictures on her iPad.
Oh my
she
God.
just could not stop. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, I would sit through an hour of cat pictures on my mother or my father's phone rather than what they would probably want to talk about.
You're saying I should feel lucky? I should feel lucky that's all she brings?
Yeah. Because politics doesn't go very well. So, you know.
That's a good question. Does your family ask certain things to be off limits on the air? No.
My son and my daughter told me just not to talk about them on the air.
Yeah.
And my reaction to that was,
sorry.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever really had my mom say that I can't talk about something on air. But I also know her boundaries and her limits. So that's why I think it's never been a conversation, is because I know how far. I think the only time that there's been a conversation of like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you talked about that was with Oliver, when I talked about the time of him making me buy the condoms. And that's when I was like, all right, dude, here's the deal. Like, I get it. That's your boundary. I won't go further than that.
That was his boundary, was saying that he couldn't pay for the condoms?
Well, that was so early in our relationship, too.
I get that,
didn't really know what he was getting himself into.
yeah.
Yes.
Thor, I don't know if you know this about me, but I love sharing. But COVID-19 has made me the person who never asks anybody if they want anything anymore. I just feel like.
Yeah, it's a weird time for that. I agree.
That's why the lumpia. That's why I told Shelly she can come and roll her own. I don't want to roll her lumpias for her. I made that up in my head just now, and it sounded good. It sounded like a really good excuse to roll lumpias.
I would say the only thing I can't talk about on the air is probably the true story of my daughter's mom and I. I would definitely say that is probably quite a long story and soap opera that is very interesting and drama filled that I could never bring up for obvious reasons. My son does not like it when I do the Lonely Parents Club and use him as an example. He absolutely does not like it. I actually will only tell a story about him if I know for sure he's not listening in the car, because he does not, because remember what I said about kids? They do so many cute things that we dictate as cute, and they do not think they're cute. They think they're just acting normal.
Right.
And so when you highlight that the thing that they did that they thought was normal was so cute and adorable, I have to tell everyone. I swear they hate it. And they like get annoyed with it. And I think that it's that vibe with Jason where it's like, he'll hear me do a Lonely Parents Club, which is, something very honest he said to me. And he will not like that I delivered it like that, even though it's exactly how it happened. He doesn't understand why I need to share it with anybody, and then with a big laugh attached to it. He doesn't get that part of it. So I just don't do it. Yeah, they hate hearing cute, Dawn. Honestly,
Oh, Dawn has an 11-year-old, I think. Graham's 11. And she actually sent me last week. I'll share it if Dawn's cool with it. There's a contract now between Graham and his parents about certain things. And it's sent it to me last week.
Have you ever tried those before, Tati? I've tried contracts before.
Contracts?
With your kids?
There's only one, and it was with DJ, and it was for $10,000.
Wow.
Guys, it's going to be the worst parenting thing I ever did. Listen, okay? DJ was like, I'm never going to drink. I'm never going to smoke cigarettes. I'm never going to drink. I'm never going to do any of that. And I'm like,
Star 94.1.
I said, really?
It's win.
Because I think that's awesome.
94.1.
But
Tati in the morning.
Hey, what's up, Jeffrey?
Congrats, my friend.
Hey, yes, I saw that. Guess what came back to me? My $2 bill. I told you guys did I tell you about my hack?
No.
All right, I'll tell you that there's a whole other thing.
Star
A whole other thing I'll tell you guys later. But go ahead, Tati. Keep going.
in the morning.
I can't remember what I was talking about. It wasn't even that important. Go ahead. What happened with the $2 bill?
So if I do like those pools, like the gambling pools for the squares and the Super Bowl squares, you guys see that was going around or whatever the other day.
Tati in the morning.
I will use a $2 bill because they're kind of lucky and they always just come back to me. I don't even, you know what? I have a whole thing with $2 bills. Did you know that many times I have gone into gas stations with the $2 bill intentionally and been like, yo, I'm going to buy a stick of gum. And they're like, oh, it's only $1.50. And I give them a $2 bill and they go, not going to take your $2 bill. Just keep it. And you can just have the gum or whatever. $2 bills. Yes, they are a thing. Sorry, Shelly.
Where is this?
The vegan strip club up in Portland. It's called the Diablo. You can only tip in $2 bills. So then if we'd ever go somewhere and somebody would pay with multiple $2 bills, we were like,
we know where you were.
Look at you.
Wow. So anyways, I did the football pool and used my $2 bills, put them in the pot, and guess what? They came right back to me and I won. Oh, guys, hold on a second. I don't mean to count all these Washingtons in front of you guys. I know it's a weird time right now.
Bigger bills in the back, though.
How weird is it, though?
Ooh.
Oh, how weird is it, Jesse?
How weird is it, though?
What's your thing with $2 bills? What's
the
your thing?
hell happened?
What's your thing? Do we have another thing in common? I can't stand this. Too many things, Tati. Tell me. I'm dying. Why do you have those?
And they're crispy.
Do you have a reason?
I'll never use them. I just hold on to them.
Wow.
And by the way, I don't know if it's a Filipino thing or if it's an old wives' tale. If you give somebody a purse or a wallet, you're supposed to have money in it.
Yeah, I heard that. Yep.
I like to have a $2 bill in it. And
I'm going to have to steal that from you.
But the person who gave me a $2 bill, my $2 bill was probably my dad. And then it was Fred, who was my first boss. But he was like, here, don't ever spend it. And so I just kind of have it.
We are so silly with this. Why does this thing matter? It so does, though.
It doesn't, but it does. It's just something. It's just, it's just something to believe in.
That's pretty much it.
You know the Jefferson's on this one, right?
Just, just something to believe in. So look at you got all that money. How much money you got back because of that $2 bill? So that investment got you what?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 36. I won $36 with my $2 bill.
Dude, that's solid right there.
That's more than I got with my Tesla stock.
Is that like 2 pictures for pictures? Maybe?
You what?
Is that 2 pictures at Pitchers?
I think that is what that is. Thank you very much. Yes, we should. I don't know. I have a doctor's appointment on Monday. I was trying not to drink beer this week.
No, you're all good. I'm not trying to. Don't worry. Oh. We'll do it after the doctor's appointment.
Like literally after at like 2 p.m. that day.
Perfect. Yeah.
Just let anyone know too. It's not a big deal that I'm going to a normal doctor's appointment because everyone should. And I was like announcing it yesterday. But when you have been told you have cancer, even if it's a light and mild version, whatever it is, going to the doctor is the weirdest thing ever because I've already been to the doctor one time where I thought it would be routine and I had to have surgery after and it was cancer. And that to me will always scare me about just going for any checkup at all. And it sucks because that happened to me when I was 27 years old. And I'm 41 and I still think of it exactly the same. Like, oh my God, what? Like this, I look at it. everything's fine right now. I'm happy. I got my doctor's appointment Tuesday, but I'm conscious that everything about my life could be completely different on Wednesday. That's how I feel. I feel like everything, my whole vibe, everything Wednesday could be different because I could find out something at the doctor about something going on with me and screw that. So weird.
Well, bring the $2 bill. You'll come back with the.
Wait, that's what you do,
right?
Yes, I need to go in there with some good luck. I never think about it like that.
Hey, Jocelyn said that she did a money tree, and so yeah, it's a Filipino thing, I guess, to gift something and put money on it. She did a money tree. By the way, Thor asked a very good question, though, Jocelyn. I don't know if you want to answer that, but he's in the comments.
Hold on, let me pick up Thor here.
Thor's asking.
Okay, yeah.
About that.
There's a bad luck if your money tree dies. Wait, what is a money tree? We've done a gift card tree before. What's a money tree, Tati?
You know what I'm going to do today on Instagram on Jesse and Tati. Make sure you guys are following us. I'm going to go to the boss's office. She has like a money tree that has money clipped to the leaves. It's just, I think this what to believe in with that is that, you know, they always say money doesn't grow on trees.
Yeah.
There's like I say, but I think if you gift someone with money on trees, then your money will grow. Because it's like
so you leave it, you don't spend it. It's kind of more of a decoration thing, kind of like a.
Yeah, you don't ever spend it. It just stays there. It's like my $2 bills. I don't ever spend it. I never put it anywhere. It stays in my wallet. So I don't know.
That's how I might just put these $2 ones back in there.
By the way, Thor, I never gave my son $10,000 because he said until he was 21. Before he came in with the $2 bills, before Jeff came in, I was saying that I did a $10,000 contract about if you don't drink before 21, you get $10,000. And it's nearly impossible, guys. I mean, I'm just gonna say, unless you are in a home where you live far from the city and the pressures of other people, it's kind of hard.
You know what it was for me? Because I definitely waited till I was 21. But
I will still give him 10 grand somewhere else because mama got.
My thing was I was so uncomfortable with alcohol because there was never any drinking in my house growing up at all. My dad never blew off steam and drank a beer. It was my wine. My mom didn't drink wine. Now she drinks wine like a fish. But growing up, there was none of that happening in my house. And so what was happening was a lot of my friends were early adopters of this kind of thing and were drinking at 13. And because I was uncomfortable with it at home, I was really uncomfortable with kids doing it. And so I had no desire to join my friends in on that at all. And the older I got and the more they did it, the worse I felt about that. The more I was just like, oh my gosh, these guys, my 18-year-old friend's been drinking for 5 years. Is he an alcoholic? Like I looked at it so crazy. I didn't associate it with a good time, anything positive. There was no connection to alcohol for me whatsoever. And so once it was time and I was like 20 and I'm like, all right, I don't care. I'll drink now. I couldn't do it. I tried to fake ID my way through. I couldn't get to alcohol once I was like 20. And finally I just gave up and said, oh my God, I'll just wait till I'm 21. Like dead ass. That's my drinking experience right there.
Well, you needed to grow up in the McCarran family because it wasn't a good time unless there was alcohol involved.
Yeah, see, I think that affects us kiddos a lot because if we associate a good time with drinking, we always will. I still, to this day, like have to make myself drink if everyone's drinking around because I know it's a good time, but I still don't think of it necessarily like that.
Happy birthday, Edward.
Here you go. You ready, Tati?
No, what is this? So, you know, sometimes you think to yourself, you're going to the dentist. I don't know.
Oliver over here trying to kiss ass.
A very pleasant one. Every time you go to the dentistry,
This guy.
it's like a mini spa. They give you everything. They give you the ibuprofen ahead of time. They give you the warm blanket if you need it. It really is an experience, and that's what they're doing, changing the dentist visit into an experience. You want to check them out, thedentistrycollective.com. Again, that's thedentistrycollective.com. And while supplies last, they got free gift for you too when you come in. Just so nice. Go check them out, thedentistrycollective.com. I have no idea what that was, and I went into the Dentistry Collective. So hopefully that's what that was.
You nailed it.
You nailed it. You nailed it. O is in the building. Shelly's boyfriend, O from Dallas. With a morning compliment right there from our favorite
It's very sweet.
Baby Yoda fan.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Sorry, Oliver. This is what you get, Baby Yoda fan.
Uh-oh.
Let me show you. Oliver found a Baby Yoda filter.
Oh.
Filter?
Wait, so we can all be a Baby Yoda type of thing? Hey, this is a good
And
question.
it is the most adorable thing because it has glasses on it, like him.
Oh my god.
What?
Do
Wait,
the ears
hold
need to
on.
be that big though? Like, damn.
It's Yoda. The ears are big.
Are they that big though?
Does the turtleneck come with Baby
Hold on,
Yoda filter? Or is that his turtleneck?
No, that's his face mask. That's his gator.
Oh, I was like, dang, okay. Oh, with the turtleneck vibes.
Hey, by the way, this week's episode of The Bachelor was high on turtlenecks, and
Dude,
I just
it
couldn't
was.
take it.
I'm sorry, I can't. He's too boring. I don't care what kind of drama they try to throw into the mix. He is just. Yeah, I don't even think I've seen him crack a joke. He was more excited to massage his buddy Tyler than he was.
He was so excited when his best friend showed up. He was like, he came alive. He was like, hey, my boy Tyler's here. Let's fucking hang out. And I was like, are you not excited to hang out with those girls at all?
Why is it Tyler, who's kind of Captain Charisma in some ways? Because if you see any interviews that he's a part of, why hasn't he become the Bachelor? Or is it because he put it?
Why.
Because he's too.
He already gets celebrities. He gets celebrity chicks. Why would he deal with any of these like random
celebrity chicks? Who are we talking about here?
So there's this guy named Tyler who was on The Bachelorette a few seasons ago, Tati, and he made it to like the top 4 or 5, I think. He didn't get to the end, right? But once he got off the show, he was like Bella Hadid. Like he was going through all the Hollywood chicks were loving him, and so they still pop him onto The Bachelor here and there, but he's never like The Bachelor, and I think it's because he doesn't need to be. I don't think he wants it.
The other thing, I don't think the Bachelor that's on right now needs the Bachelor. And that's why he's boring. I don't think he needs On top of that, I also think that he has high level consciousness of how they packaged him as being the first Black when he should have just been another Bachelor. And that's what like annoys me about like these big networks. They always want to try and get their like Black points. They don't need to do that. He could have just been, if they had just packaged him as the next Bachelor.
Well, and that's why he had the conversation with Chris Harrison the very first night of like, yo, you guys have kind of teed me up at this, but just so you know, my family life is I am half white, half Black. So I don't want to let people down if I decide to not go for a Black girl. I feel like you guys kind of already pushed me in this direction that I'm not sure I can guarantee. So
if you're just
not only that, congratulations on talking so much Bachelor, Tati. I'm really proud of you.
Oh, thanks. It's the most you're ever going to get. And it's because they put a Black Bachelor. So listen, I just want to make sure we say this. Katie's absolutely right. We do love Shelly's eyebrows. Thank you, Katie. You have the best eyebrows ever, Shelly.
Thank you.
Yeah. She was like that.
My mother threatened me within inches of my life when I was growing up that if I ever plucked them, then they would end up looking like this. And she has really thin eyebrows. So, yeah.
Yeah, I barked the
when
same.
I met Natalie, she had thin ones.
Oh, really? Yeah.
When she did you ever do the pencil thin ones, Tati? Like for a while there, Natalie's were almost non-existent.
Yeah, because that's when Pamela Anderson made that look good.
Oh, is that who did? Okay, I always wondered. I was like, who was it that we were into that did the pencil thin eyebrows?
Yeah, it was that 90s. It was the end of the 90s kind of look, right?
Yeah, but what happens now is my wife comes home after getting her eyebrows done, and it looks like she has like magic marker brown right here because it's like, you know, like sometimes when you dye them too, the color gets on your face. It's like so much that first one back, you know, like, wow, what's going on there?
I need to do all of that. I need to because right now mine is literally just some Picasso. No, not the green one. No, Oliver.
Not the tattooed green ones. No.
Yeah, but they have them now where they're really nice. But you have to keep getting them done and that stuff. Listen, guys, I know pain, and it don't feel good getting your eyebrows done. I don't care what anybody says. People say like, "Oh no, it's not that bad." It's
sounds pretty bad to me. Sounds and seems pretty bad to me.
I mean, I popped a melon. I popped a 7-pound, 5-ounce out of that hole right there. No drugs, and I tell you what, I do that.
Had some drugs. Did it make this noise?
No, but I do recall being told that they had to do one of these, and it's just,
that's the move right there.
That's the motion of like
pull it out.
They're pushing. They're helping assist the head out by moving the hole like this.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I don't know why, but all I could think of was like I could see how they'd have to help maneuver it around, and then I thought of Jim
Oh.
Carrey coming at it.
Oh. You remember Will Ferrell in SNL, and he comes out and he's like, "Oh, so hot in there." He's like dripping of like.
Bye-bye.
Oh, what up?
Well,
Bob?
I do want to be completely honest and tell you guys that I did have tongue marks on my head because I was having a problem coming out when I was a baby. I have a picture of me as a baby with full tongue marks, red tongue marks on my forehead like this because they had to get me.
Is your side profile? Is this part kind of bulbous? Try to do a side profile. Let's see it.
Can you see it?
Well, if that's the case, I fell flat on my face when I pulled out that.
Oh man. Oh, childbirth. We could talk about this all day, huh, guys?
Listen, I don't care what anybody says. Women's bodies are amazing. What we can do and the life we give is pretty dang amazing.
I remember asking Jesse, and I was like, how was it? He's like, oh my gosh, it's like nothing I've ever witnessed, nothing I've ever seen before. Never going to have Stouffer's lasagna ever again. It was the most beautiful day. I can't walk down a frozen food aisle and not think of that.
Oh, wait, hold on. Joe Hayes is in there right here. Tati, how does that feel?
Dude, 10.5? Oh my gosh. That definitely deserved a clipping at the bottom. You know, sometimes they gotta like.
Oh, Jesus.
It's like connected by the chode. They gotta cut that open.
Oh, anyways.
I think that's gonna be my TikTok. We'll talk about vaginas giving birth.
That would be a great TikTok. Okay, what do we
Edward said, "Bye, stay safe."
Bye-bye. Stay safe, guys.
Don't get knocked up on the way to the grocery store, women.
This went far and fast. Far and fast, guys. I don't know. All right.
Yes, Thor.
Sure, Thor.
Well, guys, that was a great live stream. We'll be back Friday for the same shenanigans.
Yep.
Same shenanigans, different body part. All right. Oh, God. Oh, Thor. Oh, Thor. Perfect note to end that on. Bye, friends. Edward.